Hey everyone, it's Fun Around, and my name is Jordan, and we have a giant 9-game slate. I guess you could call that giant compared to what we've had over the past week. We have a pretty big slate for the day after Christmas. Christmas was a little weird. A lot of the games were good. They were close to the end, but we had a lot of key players get injured throughout their games that were interesting injuries, especially the Anthony Davis one where he kind of didn't touch anyone and still hurt himself. So that kind of sucked for anyone who was betting on those guys like Luka or Porzingis. Anyway, let's talk about Thursday. There are lines out early. Not everything is out, but I did find some lines that I do like early, and the pinned comment will be live for Thursday as more stuff comes out. But I want to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts on what I do see. So you will see images that come up on the screen right here. That's from a data app called Outlier. There will be links in the description. I'll give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So this first pick, I'm going to jump right back to him. He's been a staple for us, and he's been able to get it done for a lot of the season, and that's Cade Cunningham over 9.5 assists versus the Kings. So the matchup versus the Kings give up the 10th most assists to the point guard position. I give that a B-. Recent history, he's gone over in 11 out of the last 14 games. Then before that, a lot of them were 9. So if you want to bump this down to 9 assists or 8 assists, depending on what sportsbook you're using, I think that's definitely a great play. But for plus 100, I do like him to get 10 plus assists. He's averaging 20 potential assists over the last 5 games, so we need him to just convert half of those. Head to head, he did not play against the Kings last year or this year, so I'm going to give that an A, just because I don't want to go back 2 seasons for a guy who's been playing a lot different as of late than he did last year or previously. And then home and away, he's gone over in 10 out of the last 11 road games, so I give that an A+. This is an overall grade of an A- for me for Cade Cunningham over 9.5 assists. And if you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You can just say anything, you can put your favorite number, and it just helps get the video out there for more people to see. And this next one is definitely matchup based. The recent history isn't too pretty, but it's Walker Kessler over 2.5 blocks minus 150. The matchup is the Blazers. They give up the most blocks to the center position. They just played against Wembanyama, who got 10 blocks against them. They were still giving up the most to the center position before that game even happened. The recent history, he's gone over in 5 out of the last 7 games. He is definitely a great shot blocker. Head to head, he got 5 blocks against them on December 6th, and last year he had a 7 block game, and then he didn't go over in the other game he played against them. But the way he's blocking shots right now, and he did earlier against them, and the way they're giving up block shots, I do like him to go over in this game. Home and away, he's gone over in 5 of the last 6 road games. This has a 67% hit rate, so 2/3 of the time he is getting 3+ blocks. So I definitely like the matchup for Walker Kessler. Doesn't get any better than this against the Trailblazers. And then jumping over to the Hornets and the Wizards game, the Wizards are pretty bad. So I do like Miles Bridges over 9.5 rebounds plus assist at minus 109. The matchup against the Wizards is an A+. They give up the most rebounds to the power forward position and the second most assists. They do give up a lot of points. If Brandon Miller is ruled out, I don't mind points for him. Recent history, he's gone over 9 out of the last 12 games with 12 rebound chances, 7 potential assists over the last 5 games. So that's 19 potential rebounds, assists. We just need him to get a little over half of that to convert this. So recent history is a B. Head to head, he's gone over in 5 straight matchups versus the Wizards with 8 rebounds and 3 assists on December 19th, so not too long ago. And then the worst part of this play is his road games. He's gone over in 5 out of 8 road games. That's a C+. Head to head, I forgot to mention, was a A+. This is an overall grade of a B+ for me with Miles Bridges. And then one other guy I know noticed with the Hornets, he doesn't have too much of a sample size, and you can completely stay away from him if you don't like role players who get like 20 minutes a game. But his numbers look pretty good for the Hornets, and it's a center, Mark Williams. The Wizards give up the most points to the center position. He was injured. He came back. He's now back in the starting lineup. He's playing about 20 minutes a game. He played a lot last year where he was up to around 30 minutes a game. But moving back into the starting lineup over the last 5 games, he's gone over 4 times, and even playing just 20 minutes, he's very efficient, and he's getting a lot of offensive rebounds and putting them back in, and he's getting a lot of just easy layups, dunks, type stuff like that. The Wizards, they give up the most offensive rebounds to teams, so he's going to have the ample opportunity here to get offensive rebounds and put them right back in. He did play against them on December 19th, and he put up 16 points on them, and he went over against them all last year. And then on the road, he's gone over in 2 out of 3 games, so small sample size. That one game he missed, he played just 10 minutes. So he's playing 20 minutes now, so he probably goes over if he's playing his 20 minutes he's getting now. So I know a lot of people who like to stay away from those guys who they've never even heard of. You probably haven't heard of Mark Williams, but I just wanted to throw that out there. I felt like this was a pretty good play with the matchup of the most points to the center position. So just want to point out Mark Williams over 9.5 points, and that's at -129 right now for the sports book that it's out on. So like I said, the pinned comment will be live because there are a lot more lines that come out. There are some pretty good games like the Bulls and the Hawks, fast-paced game right there. And there's a lot of injury news we need to know, like Giannis, Trae Young are questionable. So a lot of things to look at that we just don't have the data as of right now. So definitely check the pinned comment. If you want to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. The link is in the description. That is free. You can talk about any sport you want in there. There's just a lot of conversation going on. It's like a town square type thing. You just bring your plays and discuss lines with other people. And then as far as a recap goes for Christmas, it just it didn't start out too great with a hook on Julian Champagny over on PRA. He did get his points. He just needed 1 rebound, and it was tough watching him run around and try to get a rebound and be so close. But he missed that. I had Mavericks spread at -4.5. This looks like an underdog day overall. The Suns game is still going on for me as I'm filming. But the Mavericks, Luka Doncic got hurt in the second quarter. They were still kind of losing it a little bit there. It was kind of at that point where it was going beyond double digits, and then Luka gets hurt, and then the lead just explodes, gets to like a 28-point lead, and then they make a comeback, get within a score, and they end up losing. I have a feeling if Luka's there, they can kind of neutralize that big run, and doesn't get up to 28 points since it potentially gets done, but we'll never know. So started out, it sucked. I had Steph Curry over 5.5 assists. He got that done. That one hit. And then I had a parlay that I did with Anthony Davis in it, with Curry 5 assists, that hit. LeBron James 18 points, that hit. And I just needed 10 rebounds from Anthony Davis. He had 2 in 7 minutes, and he got injured and he hurt himself. So right now I'm waiting on Michael Porter Jr. rebounds. He had 4 going into the fourth quarter. And then I put in the pinned comment Kevin Durant over 10.5 rebounds plus assist. It looked like he was getting pretty close to that. I think he was 2 away. So hopefully those can get done in the fourth quarter. Yeah, it was stressful just watching all of these games early on and all these guys getting injured. So I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you. Like I said, check the pinned comment. There will be more plays in there as more lines come out, as more injury news gets disclosed. So God bless you all. I hope you had a great Christmas. It's fun around. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.